have quite a few out this morning. Jeff, Susan, and Mike have given me their proxy, and Phil, which is zooming in, Sheila has given Phil her proxy. Start this morning with a big thank you to all of our veterans out there. Our freedom couldn't be what it is if without you, so we appreciate you guys and thinking about everybody. Today we have a tournament going on, right, Daryl? Veterans Day tournament that is full, and we have 2 courses that are actually full, so going to be a great event. So again, thanks to all our veterans out there. With that being said, we are going to, not on the agenda, we're going to slip into a quick special presentation. Morning. That is a motley looking crew.
Yeah, listen, fellas, we'll just take up a little bit of your time. This past weekend, we held the inaugural Futures Cup on 3 different courses here in Bella Vista. We started at Scottsdale with a modified alternate shot on Friday. On Saturday, we played 2-man best ball at Highlands, and on Sunday, we had 14 singles matches here at the country club. We decided to do something that would not only be fun for us, and we had 2 teams. The red team, captained by Larry Apathy, consisted of his 14 players. The blue team, captained by Charlie Powell. We had our Grand Marshal, Andy O'Neill, who many of you know. And we started off with a pizza party on a Thursday night out at Highlands, and we just had a great time. But what we wanted to do was something that would be a lot of fun for us, and it was. But also, more importantly, something that we could do to give back to the community of Bella Vista, and specifically to junior golf. And that's why we called it Futures Cup, because we're looking at the future of Bella Vista. We got together with both Daryl and with Alex, and we asked them if we could possibly contribute some money that would go toward future golf and junior golf here in Bella Vista. And of course, they have camps and they have other things that they can do. So through the generosity of their teams and everything that we did, we even on Saturday, we had 3 junior players plus a couple of pros come out and help us on the par 3s for an extra donation from our players. So I am very happy and very proud to announce that we have raised, and I gave you the wrong total, we have raised $2,000 towards
Great, that's awesome.
And I'd like to present Alex with that check. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's great. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Absolutely. So, you mind if I get a picture?
Go ahead.
And then we could.
Anybody got a good smartphone that can take a picture of?
I can take one with this. Somebody will take it. And we'll get all the captains on both sides of Alex as I present the check. You got it? Come on, you guys get on both sides of this, and we'll get this out of the way. I guess I better put my mask on and make it look like I'm not.
Make it look better, though. Much better, Dave. All right. Everybody smile. Yeah.
With your eyes.
That's perfect. That'd be great.
That's great. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all.
You got the check?
Hey,
Who won? Hey, Dave. Who won the event?
We weren't going to mention that since I'm wearing a blue shirt. Larry Abbott.
Oh, good deal.
It was
Good
pretty
deal.
well contested.
That is amazing. That's what this village is about, and the membership. So thanks to those guys, and I know Daryl and Alex and the rest of Daryl's team does a lot with junior golf. I think I don't think it gets noticed enough sometimes, the understanding of what you all put in during the summertime with camps and different things. So go ahead and take the mic just for a second if you want to, D.
Yeah, I want to echo on that a little bit. You know, March came along, well, actually January came along, we set our camps up. I remember when we started here, our camps were small, camps got big, but then March showed up, and when March showed up with COVID, we had to restructure it. Then we realized real fast that it's not going to happen this year. From our junior PGA league to our junior camps, we still hosted 3 ASGA and junior PGA tours out here at Country Club in Highlands, so we were lucky to do that. But the generosity of this team, when Dave came to us and we're talking about it, this is going to go a long way for T-shirts, hats, gloves, some clubs. We don't have clubs out at Highlands for the smaller kids, so this is going to go a long way. And I want to thank the team. It was an awesome weekend. The juniors did great. Intermingling with all the seniors that came to the tee box and kind of showing off their skills on the par 3. It was real good. We had a different section. We had from a 12-year-old to a 16-year-old. It was a great time. So Dave's team, thank you very much, or everybody watching. It's a great deal.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good deal.
Now, this event was,
Yeah, don't forget your mic.
this event was primarily hosted by the Hogs and the Wimps clubs.
Correct.
How do we get other groups involved in having something like this that they can go out and sponsor and do some more fundraising for the juniors as well?
Just come and speak to golf operations. We'll work with them, both Alex, myself, even Gavin. We'll work with them in whatever their format they want to play.
Yep.
We'll get it going like the Hobbs came to us.
Good.
Good question, Gary. All right, that's exciting. Good stuff. Good stuff. With like you said, with COVID and our rounds being up, as we'll get into in a little bit, but seeing all the littler people out there playing this last summer has been fantastic. I've seen more juniors play this year than I've seen in the years that I've been here. So what you guys are doing again is amazing. So thanks to your team. Course reports, we only have a couple here, so we want to buzz through those real quick. Dave?
There we go, green light on, now we go. General appearance of the clubhouse, including the snack bar, bulletin boards, everything is looking excellent in there. They have all the remodeling is done, all the shelving's up, all the apparel and things are displayed and looking very good. General appearance of the course is in good shape. The rain helped. We finally got some rain. Good roll on the fairways and greens. The main thing they're doing out there, obviously, is leaf removal right now. The trees are shedding, as we know, and so that's been the major thing that keeping them busy out there. Golf carts cleanliness, using the standards set by COVID, everything's excellent there. The greens, because they're not growing in the wintertime out there, they're going to have pin placement set in 3 locations, red, white, and blue, and they'll be rotated, because obviously the grass isn't growing, so you don't want to keep plugging these things and have a mess out there, so that's how they're going to handle that for the winter time. The bar area as well is open. The people are coming in and using that. They've got the hot dogs and brats and sandwiches going again, and the sales on that have been very well accepted too, so basically everything's looking good at Scottsdale.
Good deal. Thank you. Mark?
And the Scottsdale update, is this just put in with is that?
Yeah, I included everybody just to see this. This is going to be in this week's update online. I thought you would see it. It's just discussing about the Bermuda greens and the rotation and what happens, and I'll do it on the course report,
Oh, okay.
on Keith's report.
Okay.
Mr. Mertz?
Kingswood and Burksdale are doing well. Play has been really good during October. It's slowing down now with the change in the times, but still they're doing very well. Pro Shop is doing excellent. They had 161% to budget sales last month, and so that's going very well. Everything else is good. The only thing I failed to mention in my report was they have restriped the parking lot to facilitate primarily golfers with carts and making sure that they are properly marked. But other than that, everything's going very well.
Good deal. Thank you. Spencer, did you want to cover Highlands, since Jeff's not here, or we'll have it in the packet?
We didn't write a report. I told Jeff to do it,
Okay.
and apparently, I don't know what happened. I haven't talked to him.
Yeah, I know
But-
he got
But
tied
the,
up.
course,
so.
but the course is in pretty good shape out here. Really, I don't see any problems operationally or with the greens. So everything seems to be fine. It's been busy out here. We've had a few days of the rain. The fairways are a little wet in a couple places, but it's all right. Otherwise, things are fine.
Sounds like the president's calling you, Phil. Better go get that.
Yeah. That's Biden calling.
Oh, goodness. Carrying on, thanks, Phil. Keith is not with us today. He's on vacation. So, Daryl, you're going to do a quick summary of some things from Keith.
All right, I got to talk in my best American accent. So
You're going to be talking a lot.
We'll go on that real quick. Keith wanted me to touch just a couple things. One of the things that's happening is out of Medfield, we are a few employees short out there, so please bear with them. They are struggling to get pins location moved in time, bunkers, leaf removal, but we'll get that rectified shortly. One of the other things is the sycamores trees at Scottsdale on number 6. They're waiting on a scheduled date to come on in and get it done. Dave Walter will be assisting in the planning of the different locations to get the look for the sycamores, as he discussed in last month's meeting. Just to reiterate, we are going to have an update in an update to Scottsdale on the print location, just to remind everybody with the Bermuda greens that's going on. They stop growing during winter, so he cuts the holes, and then when they rotate it, and they put cups over the old holes. If you have a cup in your line and putting, just move to the nearest point of relief and putt so you don't have to go over those. But it will be in this week's update, golf update on Friday. Another thing they'll be doing is they will be coloring the greens up at Scottsdale and at Brittany later this week. That is the green color. That's the pigment we put down. Other things that Keith has going on is the sandbin construction at Kingswood. That's going. The cart path repair at Bella Vista Country Club on number 11 and 17 as you go across the bridge. He's working on that across the low water crossing. And then schedule repair on Dogwood by the bathroom. That'll be happening in numbers 7 and 8. So those are the winter projects he's got going on. That's all Keith had today.
Do you know, because the same greens are at Brittany, are they going to do the 3-pin placement there too, or just Scottsdale?
Yeah, I'll be doing it there.
The same
deal.
situation. Okay, cool.
Yep. That's just to protect the greens.
Yep.
Wasn't there some mention that there was going to be some expansion of the red teams?
Yeah, that was
2021 projects.
Yep.
Yeah, will that be take place this winter then?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know that, Mickey.
Well, it hadn't been. I don't know if it's been approved by the board.
I thought there was 75,000 allocated for improvements of the red tees. That's what I read.
Correct. So what that has been included in the budget that has been presented to the board.
Okay.
The board has reviewed it, and it's still in there, but the board has not taken a formal vote. They don't take a formal vote until the 19th of this month. Once that formal vote is taken, then we can say it's approved.
Okay, but it's in the plan to do it if it gets approved.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And do we know what tees we're going to be doing?
I don't have the specifics, and I don't have the specifics on the timing of when they're going to do that work. That'll be 100% up to Keith. What we're doing right now is just trying to get him the funds.
Okay.
Good. Daryl, back to you for now your regular report.
All right, I'm going to start real quick. I'm going to kind of change this up. As alluded to in last meeting, Bruce Fleming has retired from Bella Vista Country Club. And we have found a great replacement by the name of Gary Davis from Dogwood. Gary has been with us for 4 years, November, this month. So, Gary, if you could stand up, he is a great asset. He's worked at Dogwood over there with Paul, And
We're
There we
sorry.
go. Now we know
We're
who
sorry.
you are. So Gary started at Dogwood with Paul, worked under Paul, then was Paul's right-hand man for 4 years. He will be missed at Dogwood, but we welcome him to Country Club. And if anybody doesn't know him, stop by Country Club. He's there 6 days a week and rocking and rolling. So congratulations on the
Congrats, Gary.
promotion within. Good job,
Good
man.
deal.
It's good to have
Good
you on the
deal.
team. Thanks, Gary. Thank you, sir. All right, moving on to rounds report. If we have a look there at the year-to-date, end of October at 48,216. That is 23,551 up from last year. Just so everybody knows, last year we finished at 136,000. We are ahead of last year. I did a report for the board. We were at 150,000 last Monday, so we're rocking and rolling. So it's really exciting. The breakdown is as follows. Member rounds are up by 18,058. Non-member rounds are up by 5,000. Like again, every month I seem to say this, we are seeing more member play compared to previous years, which is fantastic. Put on the agenda right there, range buckets. Don't fall out of your chairs. We are 37,000 buckets over last year. That's 50,382 buckets at all the ranges combined. It's crazy. It's really good. It's good to see them out there. I just want to reiterate that we will be staying with tee times through winter due to COVID restrictions. There are no shotguns going on. I've had a lot of groups reach out to me, and we've got to be aware that our tee sheets are full. We rotate the groups. If you have a morning tee time, then you'll go middle morning, and then you'll go afternoon, then you'll come back to morning. So we are rotating the groups as best we can, even though daylight is going to get extremely short here pretty soon, later part of December and January and February. Bear with us as we go through this. Unfortunately, we can't control the rising and the setting of the sun, but we do as best we can to get everybody playing golf. With that said, moving on to the next one is golf course bathroom renovations are ongoing. We have painted Kingswood. We will be putting air and heating units in there as we will in all the golf courses bathrooms. So that is ongoing for winter projects. We have also Christmas gift cards available. You can purchase online. That is, put your dollar amount on there. Help with pro shop sales. So you can do it online now, or you can do it in the pro shop. I just want to remind everybody Christmas is coming soon, and cards can come this way too. Tom, Gary, appreciate it.
Can you email the card to the person, or can you email the card to the person if you do it online, or do they send you a hard card in the mail, or how does it work?
Hard card in the mail. Buy it online, and then we'll get it to them. This is for a lot of people. We had this request. It came up from Kim and her department, and LT stepped in it. We have some people out of town, so they can get online, purchase it for the member. Say your daughter wants to get you a card, she can purchase online, and we'll get it to you.
It's good at any course, of course, right?
Tee times, I have mentioned that, and we had
Mr. Brooks, winner
Mr. Brooks
again.
won again. It was a great. That is the first time Alex has actually done we had our club champs, and then from there they had a match play playoff from the club champs, and we had everybody playing, and it came down to Mr. Brooks, and the last 3 holes he clinched it, so he won our first time ever match play playoff from the club champs. So Alex has done a great job this year in running events. He is actually out there right now, as Jason alluded to earlier. We have the Veterans Tournament going on, 2 golf courses, and it is full. And thank you everybody for supporting Alex and the POA run events for 2020. It was awesome.
How many players did you have?
I can't remember offhand. We had around 16, 17, 18 teams on each golf course. 18 times 4 times 2. Good math. That's where it is. It was full. When you split them, we kind of run 2 separate events. So it'll be good to go today. Numbers are up, as you've seen all year. We are working on the 2021 tournament schedule right now. We've got dates locked in. And you'll be announcing that in January. Any questions for me?
No I just wanted to make a comment on the bathroom updates, and you know, we had a committee member for a number of years, and I don't know if her and Mary and Tom listen or watch anymore, but just want to let everybody know she was, as we have all, it's kind of like some of the tee boxes. It was Mary's thing, and she was very adamant on the bathroom. So she stayed on us for a long time, and stayed on the board, and stayed on budgets, and stayed on everything. So I just wanted to know her dedication. She decided not to re-up for the committee, but her dedication to the committee and to get those bathrooms done is finally paying off. So Mary, thank you for the service that you did on the committee a couple years ago.
Darrell, I have a question about the COVID rules that we're under right now. We take the lead off of the mandates coming out of the government, or from USGA recommendations?
But both.
Both?
Both.
And are we in a phased approach, like 1, 2, and 3, like the government is?
Yes, sir.
What phase are we in right now?
We're still under 2, same as the governor. We look at that. We make sure safety for our members first is what we're kind of looking at. So we
Is there
have
any
not.
indications of changes being made? You know, simple changes like putting holes in the putting green. You don't need flags in there, but putting holes in the putting green, or being able to remove the flag stick.
Not until we get to phase 3. I've been all around, and I was in Alabama. We were in Alabama last couple weeks ago, and they are still the same way with the noodles in the stuff. No rakes out there. Don't touch the flags. So it's across the country. Everybody is following it. In fact, some states have started to. Some government golf courses have actually closed down for winter. So we'll stay open and keep going as long as everybody abides by what we're doing. It's working. We don't feel like we need to change until we get to phase 3 or 3 plus, as the governor calls it.
And I think part of the reason why our rounds are up is because people feel comfortable coming out and playing here. So I think it's important that we follow the directives put out by the Arkansas Department of Health to the best of our ability to make them feel comfortable. And I think the same thing with the restaurants. They feel comfortable coming into restaurants because we follow the regulations. And if we didn't follow the regulations, I don't know if we'd be as busy as we are.
Agree.
And Darrell, I want to tell you, you and your staff for keeping everything open this whole year. Just like you were saying, other courses might be close to the winter. That helps
huge.
this whole community so big.
Huge.
And keep the rounds up with less tee times is incredible. So just want to say thank you all.
I also want to just note that the rules for the carts on the golf course, using the cross the fairway rules, not vertical up and down the fairways. The comment I received was from Gavin was that it's being well received, and the players are adhering to the rules and not complaining about it. But I think that's going to be a good addition for the maintenance of the fairways coming into springtime.
Thanks for bringing that up, because we
Yeah.
kind of skipped over that. We were going to have well, with half the committee being gone, but going to have a conversation about that, Gary. So thanks for bringing that up. That so far so good, I think.
Yeah,
What's going on?
let's have that conversation. If you're looking all our golf carts right now, up top, we have a description on there, and the team came up with hit from the fairways, driving the rough. That's kind of what we're looking at doing. If we can help our fairways through this winter transition, just because single cart riders out there, we've got double the traffic going
Right.
on. I've been out and about this week, and then last week, the beautiful weather, and most of the people are adhering to it. When we've seen people that aren't adhering to it, we just say, look up at the sign, and they're like, oh yeah, I didn't read that. So it's a good deal. Policing, it's always tough. We do our best. If you see it, call the pro shop. If we have the staff, we'll get out there and visit with the individual who's not following it. One thing was brought up is handicap flags. We are still allowing them to get to their ball. We just ask them to go on and, instead of driving down the middle of the fairway, let's drive down the rough and cut across to your ball, park your cart. We don't mind you parking in the fairway, but if you can, try parking the rough and take a couple steps to where your ball is. So we'll kind of go from there. But it is working.
You can't drive in the rough and hit out of the rough. I mean, that's what I do. So you're saying I can foot wedge it to the fairway? Is that I like it.
One of the members said, when this cart's on path, people aim at the cart path so they don't have to walk very far. So now they just aim at the rough and they're good to go.
That's good. Thanks for bringing that up, Gary. Forgot about that. Anything else for Daryl Ops? Phil?
What?
What? Did you have anything for Daryl? Are you good?
No, I don't have anything for Daryl. I just wish more people on the Highlands would, at least on number 15 I hear, would observe the carts going perpendicular to the fairway, though.
Okay.
They have too many of them without a blue flag parked next to the green.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
I'm fine.
Okay. Tom?
So a couple pieces of information. Compared to prior year, our activity card sales were up 42% over prior year, which is an increase of about 4,000 additional activity cards, which is really, really impressive. Awesome. Really tells you that the 2020 plan is being well received by the community. Boat registrations are up 20% over prior year, and guest passes issued are over 100% increase. So that's pretty impressive also. Our primary focus right now is on budgets. We have the community budget presentation this Thursday at 6 p.m. We're going to do it as a hybrid meeting again. We will have some board members here in the boardroom. Quite a number of the board members will be attending via Zoom. We're going to have all the department heads attending via Zoom. I'll be doing the presentation of the budget to the community. Property owners can come in one at a time and ask their questions after the presentation. We're also going to try something new. We're going to allow our property owners to submit questions via Facebook comments, and we'll have a moderator that will filter through, make sure good questions, and the moderator will ask me the questions and I'll respond. So that way people at home can ask their questions and participate fully, just as those people that are attending here in person, because it's just, with the COVID restrictions, it's getting harder and harder for our members to really come and participate in the meetings.
And so just to highlight it, it's available live streaming on Facebook.
It will be available live streaming on Facebook starting at 6 p.m. this Thursday, tomorrow. And then next week, the board will, assuming that everything goes as planned, the board will vote on the budget, and that is on the 19th, and that's a 6 p.m. meeting. There will be a much shorter budget presentation on that one. It probably lasts about 10 minutes. Very, very superficial presentation of the budget. The big one is tomorrow, the lengthy presentation going through every single department. And that's why we're going to have the department heads attend via Zoom. That way, if I get stumped on any questions, I can turn to my colleagues via Zoom and ask them the questions.
Perfect.
So,
Good. That's it. Thank you. Any questions for Tom? Board liaisons, Mr. Brandenburg, do you have anything? I don't know if anybody, if Mary or Welchel or zoomed in, if they had anything, or any other board member. Doesn't have to be just them. Nope.
I don't have anything, Jason.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Thanks,
That's all right,
Dave.
sorry. I was muted there, so I didn't bother anyone.
No problem. Thank you. Is there any public, Daryl? It's too early for the public. They're all out playing golf.
it's too early for me.
Most of them are probably at the Veterans Tournament. I know that's where Jan is this morning, supporting that event. Old business, we talked about the carts on the path rough, and the only new business is, I know another committee has already done this, but with the holidays, I mean, during winter we don't have a lot going on. Thought about maybe just canceling the December meeting so we can move forward into January and start fresh. If anybody has a problem with that, we'll need a motion, a second, and a vote if that is acceptable.
I so moved to cancel the December meeting.
Second.
All right, any discussion? Probably not. All in favor of canceling the December meeting? Me,
Aye, aye.
Jeff,
Aye, aye.
Susan, Mike. Phil,
Yes,
Sheila,
agree.
Phil, you got Sheila's?
I got it.
All right.
That's
All right,
double
so
yes.
our next meeting then will be January the 13th at 8:30 here in the boardroom and or on Zoom. We'll be in the boardroom, but we'll probably have hybrid still. Something else I was going to say, and I can't remember what the heck it was. Dress code. I know there's a couple committee members, we're still working on getting the dress code out. There's not much of a dress code policy right now, but we're going to take that back up in January. We're going to have LT, Leslie's going to come in and give us a presentation on kind of what the styles and is going on. So we'll move that to Q1 of next year and get that all wrapped up. So outside of that, if there's anything else, anybody? Again, thanks, veterans. Glad the tournaments are full, and the meeting is adjourned.